For today's meter demonstration, we're going to examine the General Electric Type I and the General Electric Type I-8. Now these meters are both exactly the same internally. The only difference really being that on the Type I on the left, it was necessary to remove the cover to make the electrical connections. The Type I-8 was an improvement in that it had a connection terminal on the bottom of the meter, which made it so that you no longer had to remove the cover. Now, removing covers on meters in the field in Canada is a no-no. These things are sealed by the federal government and must remain sealed until they're due for inspection again. Now, both of these particular meters that I have hooked up and working, and you can perhaps notice the disc turning in each of them, is connected to my standard 1300 watt incandescent lamp load. Now, I'm going to move the camera in closer to the Type I because I can get the cover off of it easily. The Type I-8 has an intact seal which I do not wish to break. Now I'm going to remove the cover from the Type I, and inside you can see the works. You have, of course, the spinning disc, and you have the two retarding magnets, and you have the register, and you have current and voltage coils. The current coils are in the bottom, and the potential coil is up inside here in the top. You can see the terminal connections are on the right and the left side. Now, the Type I was the first really modern type electric induction meter, and it was produced from 1903 to 1913. This meter was so popular that there were many of them still in use into the 1960s and possibly a few even later. Now, on the next one, we're going to move the camera over to the Type I-8, which you can see here. Now, if I adjust the camera slightly, and you can see the terminal connections here on the bottom. Now, when you remove the terminal cover from this meter, the bottom pivot jewel for the disc was accessible from the bottom. Now, that made it so that you no longer had to break the seal to get at if you were had to change the bearings in the field, which was permissible in the United States, but as I mentioned previously, not in Canada. This meter is also rated at 5 amps and 100 to 115 volts. Now, the I-8 first came into production in 1906 and remained in production also until 1913. Now, why they manufactured them in both forms, with the one not being as popular, but you had to take the cover off to get at the terminals, and the other one on the bottom, I really don't know at this time. Now, both of these meters are fairly rare, although most of the ones that turn up from time to time have these metal covers. Now, there are very few that turn up from time to time with a glass cover. And at present I do not have a glass covered one in the collection, but the first time an opportunity presents itself, why, I will attempt to pick one up. Anyway, there's not a whole lot more that I can say about these 2 meters. I will turn the camera around again to my incandescent lamp load, which in total is 1300 watts, when the lamp on the left being 1000 watts and the one on the right being 300. Anyway, this will conclude our demonstration and comparison of the Type I and the Type I-8 GE meter. Now, in another video to follow, I will compare the next 2 meters in the lineup of General Electric. Thank you for your interest, and I hope you enjoy these videos as much as I enjoy making them.